Hello. This is not a Monday morning as it should be. It's actually a Tuesday afternoon. I did not manage my time correctly. So my punishment is to do workouts back to back instead of a day of rest. So hopefully tomorrow morning or latest tomorrow afternoon I'll be doing the leg workout. By the way, back to the public service announcement. General public, this is not going to be important to you at all, so don't watch. It's just a waste of your time. For the one or two people that are actually using this and enjoying this, cool. Hey, I'm fulfilling my obligation. So this is getting done. And I'm starting out with the warm-up. I'm thinking about adding the warm-up, making it more official, do a couple L chin-ups, then go into the push-ups, then go into the squats, and then go into the kind of bend-over back bends or whatever. I don't know what the name of those are, but they seem to be good for the warm-up. All right, and it's just 3 of these, and L shape means I'm trying to impersonate the letter L. Oh, there's a pop. And then the other half of the thing is, for some reason, the metal actually feels better than these grips I got on here. I thought the grips would feel better, but it's interesting. My calluses just really feel weird after that. Not painful, but on the edge of it. Anyway, this part is just up and then slowly down. And then up, and slowly down. 4 times, up, slowly down. And one more, up, slowly down. Whew, I think I sped that up a little bit too much near the end there. Okay, so that's part of the warm-up. So I'm gonna try to do those every day. And that's what I call like a mini workout, but on days where I'm using it as a warm-up for the workout, I'm not gonna do it twice, so. All right, there we go. Yay. Think that works? All right. Try to keep my back straight on this. I guess that's part of the reason I gotta thank you. The video helps me notice when my back is not quite straight. So, thank you. All right. That's just a quick set of 13. That might not have been 13, but I'll be honest with you. Feeling a little bit lazy today. I was feeling a bit lazy yesterday. Well, now I'm in this situation today. Day late on my workout. All right, the blood's starting to flow. Starting to feel life in my bones. See if I can put my knuckles to the floor. Oh, that's a stretch. As soon as I put my knuckles to the floor, knees start bending, man. Whew. All right. Oh, goodness. What is that doing there? Weird. Okay. Thirsty. Whew. All right, pre-set up for most of the workout, so should be pretty good. Just gotta kind of get it set up all proper like. There we go. That seems all right. Whew. I know. Things with bubbles are not the best for hydration, so I'm going to follow it up with a water chaser. All right. Got my list of what to do. Now, the hard part was right. The easy part is getting this done. I wish that were so, but this is a bit difficult for me, but that's kind of the point. So, I'm going to start out with kind of a breathing exercise right now, even though I got blood flow going on my side. I guess, I don't know if this makes any sense or not, but I guess I'm going to dedicate this to my little girl. May there be an afterlife, so she still exists somewhere as her happy, wonderful self. Let's do this fucking thing. A little faster than I wanted to. But I can fix that next set. First set is going to be 6. Second set is going to be 8. Third set's going to be 10. This is the only exercise where there's 3 sets. The rest of the exercises, only 5 exercises total. Next exercise is going to have 2 sets. Last exercise has 5 sets, but a lot lighter weight. So that's the script that I'm sticking to for 2 years. And weight gets increased a little bit every time in only one of the sets. This week, it's the last set, or the last exercise, which actually get increased all sets for the last exercise. But the last exercise is something special, lightweight. Going through it all in proper order: incline bench. Then there is lateral pull downs. It's kind of like a chin up with the machine. Then there's dips. And then there is incline curl on the chair here. Then there is, or on the bench here, incline bench. Then there is lateral raises. So the lateral raises get the increase this week. And that is upper 1 workout. So for anybody keeping score, I'm not going to say the numbers as far as weights go. That's your own journey. But it is what I just did: shoulder press, 3 sets. Then it is lat pull downs, 2 sets. Then it is dips, 2 sets. Then it is incline curl. That'll be 2 sets. And then there will be lateral raises, and that'll be 4 sets. Okay. Second set. Wait. Check the numbers. Making sure it all adds up. It does. We're good. Oh, forgot to do breathing. Yeah. Part of this deal that I'm glad I'm videotaping this and talking myself through it. Breath. Part of the deal with this is big rest period between workouts, between sets, and between exercises. Always a good rest, good breathing, and the rest itself. Good news is the talking takes up some of those rest. Should be anywhere from like 1.5 minutes at minimum to like a maximum of 5 minutes. So your blood's still pumping, your body's still moving, but yeah, you bring it down about 90 seconds worth of down at least, depending on your body, depending upon your individuality, and depending upon how you feel. Sometimes I feel, I won't say a lot, but there's been times, at least once I think, where I've been ready to go right into the next set. But after doing this, you kind of start out, you dial in your numbers, and you go with what kind of feels good, but you can gradually push from. So that's the way this is going. That's the philosophy behind this. And I'm not sure it'll work, but I'm hoping, and I'm willing to take the slow progression as long as I get concrete results and no real injuries, health first. So yeah, slow 2 years to getting what I consider in good shape. I think that'll be worth it for me. Really make it into a lifestyle change and have fun. And now, like I said, I started this well, not like I said, I maybe said in the previous video, but started this at the beginning of September, end of August 2018. Right now it is April 16th, 2019. It's a Tuesday. I'm still going to put this on as the Monday just for anybody watching, just for the label of the videos. But upon watching it, it'll be, maybe I'll put a star next to it or something. And that'll mean, hey, yeah, I'll put a star after it. Or, yeah, I'll just put some, maybe in parentheses, I don't know. Maybe I'll just say day late. That'll be really easy to see, because asterisks or stars or whatever, special characters, could mean anything. And someone would look in the comments and be like, whoa, or not comments, but the description. Anyway, now I feel like I'm approaching over 5 minutes, so let's go. All right, I'm gonna count it loud on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Oh! Somehow that counting took something out of me. You think counting to 8 would be easy, but that counting did something. I don't know if that should be part of the script or not, counting out loud. But that's one of the advantages I like about working out at home. You can count out loud. breath exercise. It's just in and out. No timing, no special sequence, no holds. Just very basic. I'm going to do this one with instead of the fingertips, I'm going to use finger as a whole. Just trigger finger, pointer finger, tip, first knuckle, second knuckle, base, second knuckle, first knuckle, tip. Now, what that was about, as you know, and I'm getting better, the more I explain it, the hopefully better I'll get at explaining it if I ever need to explain it in a proper situation. It's a counting method. The goal is 7 breaths. So if you count your fingertips, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You count your tip and your knuckles in the base of your finger, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you go all the way back and all the way forward. And that's a shortcut to breathing and thinking about your breathing, but counting using your fingers. That's kind of fun. This will be a set of 10. And just for the fun of it, I'm going to count on this one too, because variety and all that kind of stuff. Oh my life. So much fun and variety here. All right. Go shoulder press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, wouldn't that be embarrassing if I watched this again and go along with that count and I forgot a number? That would be amazing. I'm pretty sure that was a legitimate 10 count. All right. We're feeling it. It's running smooth. First exercise is done and down. I'm gonna set up this thing for the 4th exercise. Set up the weight correctly. Put in the proper weight number. It's all written down ahead of time. Less thinking involved. Almost no decision fatigue. All right. Move that to right there will be good. All right. Let's take a journey. It might be the right time for light time. In other words, I'm gonna get a light. All right. Yeah. Put that there. That's pretty good light. I already set this up ahead of time. Also did some stretching. Not a lot, but did some stretching ahead of time. That feels pretty good, so nice and sort of stretched out. Got this set up. This is only going to be 6. But thankfully it's kind of heavy. So we're only going to do 6 after a breathing exercise because, yeah. goods. Let's get this finished. Wow. Okay, that's a lot of weight. Maybe I lost some weight. Jeez, this is hard to pull. Well, if it was easy, I guess it wouldn't be working out. I think that was 6. I'm not entirely sure. Definitely feeling it. Gonna set up for next round. Whew. There's magic in that. Well, there's no magic, it's just physiology. I think maybe a palmetto bug crawled on my foot. I don't know if you saw, but I kind of tweaked a little bit on that fifth repetition. That 5th or 4th repetition, somewhere in there, I felt something crawling on my foot, kicked it off, but kept my eyes on the prize. Didn't look down, didn't freak out too hard about it. It's Florida after all. Yeah. Palmetto bugs, welcome to Florida. Oh man. But maybe not. Maybe it was just that bottle kind of fell over, touched my toe or something. I don't know. Anyway. Oh. Yep. Did I put that in the proper spot? Yes, I did. At least I hope so. This is going to be set at 8. Time to breathe before I move the weight. Not too sure how many breaths that was, but I'm going to count off the repetitions just because. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, feel the tension and the pain leave my body. Blessed be. 100 lumens right on me. Next is dips. It'll be a set of 7 and then a set of 6 because I'm not changing my weight. Eventually I might try wearing a backpack. I think for dips, supposedly, you wear a backpack, put some weights in it. I'll find a sturdy backpack somewhere. I think I have an extra one somewhere. And then you wear it on your front because your dip, you're kind of facing downwards. You don't want your back throwing you out of whack. Oh, breath. Trust me, it's stable. It might be noisy, but it's stable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know if I can go further down than that. Feels like that's kind of my end point. I would like to believe I can go further down than that. I'm really trying to get full extensions out of all this. So, All right. Breathing exercise. Should check the frame on this. Yeah, I don't think the dips are in frame. There we go. There we go. Hey, 26 minutes. And some change. It's actually mildly cool in my garage for once. I just felt a breeze from somewhere. I don't know where that is. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Hopefully it's an imagination thing. One, two, 4, 5, 6. Woo. All right. Thank you for putting light upon that subject, my friend. Whew. There is beauty and there is pain. When all this work is done, what will remain? All right. Incline curls. Breath exercise first. Wow, the leg just fell off the tripod. The best $8 a man can get. That is a terrible tripod at this juncture. I'm just going to use that as a... That's basically a good frame. Yeah, tripod broke. $8. It's lasted less than 30 times. It's a sad day when you can't depend upon an $8 tripod. I actually do have a real tripod. This was $15. This might be fun. Let's see if this applies. Don't want you to get motion sick. All right, now we're back online. Wow, This one even has levels on it. By the way, now you get to see the old tripod. This is a piece of soldered metal. There it is, right in the center of the frame. Yeah, this piece, boop. Now it's a dipod, or it's just dead. Yeah, right there, the metal broke. It was feeling a little flimsy before that. Looks like maybe it was just solder. I don't know. There's probably a way for me to do something to get that on there. Maybe make it a short tripod. I'm going to try that. I'm going to make it a real short tripod. Get all three legs, kind of stick them together, and then have them be like that instead, and something really tight around there. Yeah, that would make an okay tripod, I think. So I guess I could just salvage it, but right now there's a workout to be done. All right. Yeah, that's good. Let's see if I can see the weight. Actually, look at the time I'm doing on the... There we go. There we go. Need to know how long it takes me to change weights. All right. You've probably seen this before. It is just incline curls. I'm at the proper weight. I'm going to do my breathing exercises. For a little while, I was thinking of these as incline hammer curls, but that would be incorrect. They're just standard curls. Upper body 2 on Fridays is hammer curls, but not on the incline bench, just normal standing. Oh. All right, a lot of resting in this workout. Set of 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's 8. Little breathing exercise first. Very important. Maybe, I don't know. I'd like to believe so. That's why I'm doing it. My foot itches. I am not going to scratch it. Because that would be bad. Alright, I'm going to use my other foot to scratch it. Oh! Okay. that's done. I wonder if that's a good stretch for my chest. Just set of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm doing those like hammers. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was not the best feeling in the world. Far from the worst, though. All right. So those are basically done. That's it for that. This last set is going to be lateral raises that I've upped the weight on these. So this is the one. I'm going to check my frame. I'm going to look at points. All right, I got till the end there. I'll put it up like right there. All right, that looks like a nice proper place. Okay. So I've probably got till, I don't know, right about there. Right here. Seems good to me. Oh, thank you, AC, my friend. Thank you for kicking on and being correct. Thank you. AC and me. All right, two of the weights, or 4 of the plates got weird. This is some weights with plates, adjustable, from 5 pounds to 25. It's kind of nice. All right, we're going lateral on this. I'm not gonna try to do the bounce, because I watched the bounce. Didn't look like I was bouncing very much. Set of 15. I'm gonna bend my elbows a little bit because I'm feeling it there. 4, 5, 6. Breath. Shit. Excuse me. Darn it. There we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now the sad thing is, between these sets, the breathing's not a huge deal, but to start it out, I should have done that breathing exercise. Instead, I just did like 4 reps and then just kind of had to push it in there. All right, gonna do a little bit of breathing now. Got 4 more sets of this, but they're only sets of 5. That first one's 15, so gonna fall into that breath wherever it takes me. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. A lot of momentum on this right now. Yeah, I know my arms are not completely straight. Want to put a little bit of an elbow bend. It does make it a little bit easier. I am up in the weight, so maybe I'm searching for an excuse. I'm okay with a little bit of elbow bend. not going to be upping the weight on this for a while. So, seeing how it feels, consistency instead of intensity and all that kind of stuff. I'd like to do both, but consistency and intensity. In the workout realm that I'm shooting for, consistency is the priority, not intensity. And yet, I didn't work out yesterday. And yesterday was a Monday. What am I doing? Doing a strength workout on Tuesday. Mismanaging my time, that's what I'm doing. 2. One to grow on. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. These sets, or these breaks between sets, don't really take as long when I'm not talking. Note to self. Don't sit down, don't shift, don't move too much, don't talk too much. You'll keep it to 90 seconds. But honestly, I just want to keep it to where I feel good. I think this is the 4th set. Reasonably sure. I lose track of counts a lot. So yeah, good on the video. Feeling where my elbows feel like really good, you know, not stiff, not. Well, my whole arms feeling like they've been used. Ridden hard and put away wet, I think is one funny expression. Put a little bend in them. You know what? I'm gonna just try this one. Go as straight as possible. Straight arms. 1. Go to bend. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I had to bend it on that second one. I was feeling. I was like, okay, that does not feel like it's supposed to. So bend. Like a reed in the wind or something. All right. Cool. Was able to put the weights back in place and get the plates right. Okay, this is the part where I say 1 or 2 things. It's the end of the workout. This workout topped out at 44 minutes, usually going for 45 with all the breaks and stuff. So, that jabs. It's good. There's my chair. We'll put that kind of right there. It'll be me in the chair. Focus. Who cares? I'm fine being out of focus. And focus is fine being out of me. And this is the part in Sprockets where we dance. All right. I think I just saw one of those episodes of that thing, and it has been in my head for years. I had a friend that used to watch entirely too much videos of SNL and just stack them up. And he was a good curator to introduce me to some of the skits and stuff, because I never got really into Saturday Night Live. But so thank him for that, wherever he is. Okay. Thank you.
appreciation doesn't come as easily as it should. I try to throw out more and more appreciation. I actually genuinely feel a lot of appreciation, especially the last 10 years. It's gotten a lot better. But I don't vocalize it. In these videos, if you didn't know, I'm trying to vocalize a lot. I'm trying to use my speaking for thinking. And there is a nice value in that. There's also a nice value in keeping my mouth firmly shut. And I think there's a lot of people out there that prefer the second thing to the first. And that's okay. The good news is for them, I'm going to make that more of a priority. I'm definitely going to pay attention to my mom's advice. 2 ears, 1 mouth, respect the ratio. Listen at least twice as much as I speak. As soon as she's told me that, I knew there was something to it. My dad had a different hypothesis or theory, because he calls it bucket theory. And the simple version of it is people are like buckets. If you want to convey information to them that'll stick, you got to empty out the bucket before the new stuff comes in. That means listen, empty it out, and put the new stuff in. And there was somebody who, she had some amazing ideas once I told her about bucket theory. It was some really, really cool stuff. But I think, like I discussed, like there's different sides of a person, and like a person's a multi-sided die. But however, just like a multi-sided die, the more sides you add to a die, which is the single version of dice, the more rounded they become. So it's like if you look at die, and you look at a 6-sided die, which is your standard in a pair of dice. People think a pair of dice, that's your standard die, a cube. But when you start getting to like 20-sided die, and like 8-sided die, and like 5-sided die, which is less than a cube, obviously. But like 100-sided die. 100-sided die looks a lot more like a sphere than a cube. So it's like the more sides, the closer those sides are, just in angles. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but basically the rounder it seems. So it's like the more facets there are to your personality, maybe the more rounder or adapt, maybe the better you can roll with something. I don't know. So if you have a wide spectrum of personality that can kind of roll with a lot of things. But there's some things you don't want to roll with. So like that's good to have a person that's a 5-sided die, because their 5-sided die don't really roll around. Once you roll them, once you toss them, where they land is where they land. So, and by the way, if you haven't seen a 5-sided die, it's pretty much kind of a pyramid. So you're using a pyramid as a number thing, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, it's cool. Anyway, so yeah. And it's cool because you can have like a 5-sided die turn into like a 15-sided die and just write 3 different numbers, and that's for whichever one's facing you as the tip. I think that's how it goes. I haven't seen those dice in a while. I know I have some 20-sided die somewhere, and from my 3 weeks of Dungeons and Dragons before my mom said, no, you can't do that. I remember those times. One of the many arguments I had with my mom growing up. And I am still convinced she's 100% wrong with that. So, anyway, yeah, so there was a girl that had a really good idea about taking bucket theory and mixing it with multi-sided die and people, and like each person, maybe this is where she was going with this, because I was really interested, and I hate to paraphrase, but since her and I are probably never going to talk again, or at least never have that conversation that really goes deep into her ideas on personality and gaining information. I think, imagine each die, like a dice, is like a bucket. And if you want somebody's happy side or their dark side or their silly side or their serious side or their sad side, whatever side it is, you got to empty it out before you can put information in there. And you roll the dice, whatever comes up is the person. So, and maybe sides of the person's a bit extreme. Maybe moods is another aspect. Some people would actually use the word affect, I think. Anyway, so there's stuff to think about there. I'm not going to go think about it right now. I think I've already thought about it too long on camera. So, fun stuff there. Yeah, that seems like a good, well, you know, some of the stuff we used to philosophize about. Doesn't seem as good as some of the conversations we've had. Those late night kind of philosophical, what's it all mean, and type situations. I remember I used to have a lot of those. Not so much anymore. I miss those. I miss good conversations with people. I try. And it is tough trying to get someone like, hey, what do you want to do? Well, I want to just go for a walk and have a conversation. Really? Not too many people are up for that. And I'd hopefully find some more people that would want to sit down and have a conversation, walk and have a conversation, sit down and then walk and then sit down, some more conversation. The variety there, a lot of variety. Yeah, actually, if you get creative, there is a lot of variety there. It's not like and also there's so many different fun places to just kind of walk around at. I'm not a guy that does the walking around at the beach, but I have done it before with people who really like the beach. And I should appreciate it more. I really, really should. Back to the appreciation. This conversation just went full circle. And I thank myself for that. I thank my brain for that. I thank you for that. I thank existence for that. A little bit of the everything for whatever that moment was. Later it shall be.